I want my life back, even if it is small, even if it is poor. Let it be mine.
No breeze. No buyers. No bargaining. Just Lagos night. Heavy like wet cloth. Plastic bags rustled on the ground. In the middle of that silence stood one stall, covered with a dusty blue umbrella. Chained. Abandoned. Yet the padlock shook. Clink, 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 as if invisible fingers were testing it. People said that stall belonged to a dead man. People said his spirit still checked the account every night. People said many things. But that night, one foolish, brave, hungry boy was walking toward it. His name was Kola. And his wallet was emptier than a politician's promise after election day. By day, Lagos market was a living animal. It roared with noise. It hissed with anger. It laughed with joy. Traders shouted like town criers. Madam, come na. Fine tomato. Oga, original shoe. No be China. But tonight, Kola was the only human sound. His slippers slapped the ground. He was a skinny young man with sharp eyes. Eyes like someone who had seen poverty and knew its middle name. He hugged his cheap jacket around his body. The cold bit his skin. His stomach growled. Calm down, he whispered to his belly. We are in this suffering together. Kola had taken the job as night guard in the market. It was not a real job. It was a manage it like that kind of job. But he needed the money. His mother's drugs were not free. His younger sister's school exam was not free. Nothing was free in Lagos, not even bad advice. So he told himself, one night of small fear is better than 1 year of deep hunger. He lied to himself, but it helped him walk. Earlier that evening, when the sun was going down like a tired king, the older traders had talked to him. Old Mama Beezy, with her head tie like a mountain, pulled him aside. Kola, she said, you be good boy. So I go tell you true. Her voice was low. Her eyes were serious. After midnight, she said, no pass that stall. She pointed with her mouth, like only a true Lagosian can. Kola followed her gaze. The stall with the dusty blue umbrella. The locked one. The one nobody claimed. Why? Kola asked. He tried to smile. His smile felt like a cheap mask. Mama Beezy hissed. Because the owner never left. He died, but he no go. Kola laughed. The laugh was short and dry. Like cheap biscuit with no milk. Mama, ghost no day, he said. Nah, you think so, she replied. Then she told him the story. The man who owned that stall had been a cloth trader. He worked day and night. He trusted his business partners. One season they cheated him. They emptied the account. They forged his signature. The man tried to fight. He got sick from stress. He died owing rent, owing debt, owing himself. The day he died, thunder rolled over the market. Rain fell like the sky was crying. After the burial, strange things started. Night guards would hear counting, but no one was there. They smelled burning cloth. They saw money fluttering where no wind blew. One guard ran mad, Mama Beezy whispered. Another just disappear. No trace. Like common air. She touched Kola's shoulder. Just avoid that place after 12. Hunger is bad. But some money is worse. Kola nodded. He promised. But inside he still did not believe. Now it was past midnight. The kind of hour when even mosquitoes were tired. Kola walked his usual round. Left side of the market. Right side. Center. He flashed his small torch. The light was weak and yellow. Like jollof rice cooked without seasoning. The beam danced over empty tables and hanging polythene bags. Nothing, he muttered. Ghosts don't pay rent. So they don't stay in market. He laughed at his own joke. At least someone was laughing. Then he heard it. The soft shake of metal. Like coins kissing. It came from the direction of the abandoned stall. Kola froze. His heart jumped like a frog on hot sand. He swallowed. His throat felt dry, yet he was sweating. How can you be hot and cold at the same time? He was a walking oxymoron. He told himself. It's Rat. Just big Rat. Maybe Rat is practicing to become banker. but his legs carried him forward. Slowly, carefully. The closer he came, the louder the sound. Then something else. A voice. Very soft. Very tired. 22. Someone was counting money. Kola's skin rose in goosebumps. His bones felt like they were listening. "Hello," he called. His voice cracked like old radio. The counting stopped. Silence. Then the padlock on the stall shivered on its own. The chain slid down. The lock fell to the ground. The blue umbrella opened with a sudden whoosh. Even though there was no wind, Kola stepped back. His torch trembled in his hand. From inside the stall, a figure appeared. Wrapped in old cloth. Its face was pale as forgotten chalk. Its eyes were like two empty pockets. The voice sounded like dry leaves scraping the ground. Kola wanted to run, but his feet turned to stone. Who are you?" he stammered. The figure smiled. It was a slow, bitter smile. Like someone tasting old grief. "I am the trader who never balanced his book," it said. The ghost stepped out fully now. Kola could see him. His wrapper was burnt at the edges. His shirt had holes like old market fence. "There is nothing to fear," the ghost said. "That is what all liars say," Kola replied before he could stop himself. The ghost paused. He chuckled. "You have mouth," the ghost said. "You remind me of me. Before they emptied my life." Kola blinked. "Who emptied it?" "My partners," the ghost whispered. "Men with fat bellies and thin hearts." His eyes flashed. For a moment, Kola saw flames in them. "They killed me without knife," the ghost continued. "They used pen. They used document. They used fake smile." Kola's chest tightened. He thought of all the promises people had made to him. "We will help you. We will call you. We will support you." Empty. Hollow. Like drums with no skin. "I died owing everyone," the ghost said. "But they owed me more. They owed me justice. So I stayed." He reached into the darkness of the stall. When he pulled out his hand, money poured from it. New notes. Old notes. Foreign notes. They fluttered around Kola like greedy butterflies. The sound of paper touching paper. Kola's eyes grew wide. His heart beat like talking drum at festival. "Take," the ghost said. "Take and pay your debts. Take and feed your family. Take and become the man you want to be." Kola stared. This can't be real." The ghost smiled sadly. "Reality is the thing that hurts you the most. But today, I bring you sweet pain." He pushed the money closer. The notes brushed Kola's fingers. They felt cold. "What do you want in return?" Kola whispered. The ghost tilted his head. "Only what you are already giving," he said. "Your fear. Your time. And one small thing." Kola held his breath. "What thing?" "When I call you," the ghost said, "you will answer. When I need you to balance one account, you will go. You will be my legs in the world that forgot me." Kola licked his dry lips. His mind became a market too. Voices in his head argued. "Collect it. Run. This is your chance. This is your end." He thought of his mother, coughing. He thought of his sister, reading by candlelight. He thought of his own tired body, chasing jobs that paid in exposure. He looked at the money again. It glowed in the dark like temptation itself. "Do we have a deal?" the ghost asked. His voice was soft now. Gentle. Like a trap covered in velvet. Kola closed his eyes. His world shrank to one choice. Finally, he whispered, "Yes." From that night, Kola's life changed. The ghost's money never finished. Anytime his pocket cried, he went back after midnight. The stall would open. The ghost would appear. The money would flow. But the money had a smell. Not everyone could sense it. Just Kola. Sometimes, when he counted it alone at night, it smelled like old perfume and wet earth. Like flowers placed on fresh graves. He tried to ignore it. He told himself, money is money. But even money has history. And this money carried ghosts like passengers. One night as he slept, he heard the voice. "Kola." He woke up with a jolt. His heart pounded. He was in his room, not in the market. "Kola." The voice was inside his head now. It was the ghost. "It's time," the ghost said. Time for what? Kola whispered in the darkness. For you to balance one account for me, the ghost replied. The ghost led him. Not with hand. With thought. Kola found himself walking through sleeping streets. The city lights blinked like tired eyes. Finally they reached a compound. Tall gate. High walls. One generator hummed in the distance. Kola knew this place. Rich people lived here. People whose cars looked like moving houses. Who stays here? Kola asked. My first partner, the ghost said in his mind. The one who told me, trust me, brother, and then buried me in paper lies. Kola's legs felt weak. What do you want me to do? Go in, the ghost said. Ask for what they took. Ask for my children's future. Ask for my life back. How? Kola asked. Use your mouth, the ghost replied. The same way they used theirs. The gateman was dozing in a plastic chair. Kola called softly. Oga. The man jumped. Who you be? Kola took a deep breath. I am here on behalf of someone you forgot, he said. His voice sounded older than his face. Soon, Kola was standing in the living room of a man with a big stomach and small eyes. The man frowned. Yes? It's 3 a.m. Kola looked around. Everything in the house shone. The ghost's voice echoed in his mind. That's my sweat you are seeing. Kola swallowed. You once had a partner in the market, he began. Cloth trader. You remember? The man's face changed. Just a little. But enough. Who sent you? He demanded. Kola could feel cold air on his neck. Like someone was standing behind him. But if he turned, there would be no one. I am here for a man you killed without knife, Kola said. He was surprised by his own boldness. Words poured out. Accusations. Dates. Amounts. Things he did not know, yet he knew. The ghost was speaking through him. The man's wife appeared at the stairs, eyes wide. What is going on? The man shouted. Get out of my house. But his voice shook. Lights flickered. The air grew heavy. For a second, Kola saw something behind the man. A second figure. Burnt wrapper. Empty eyes. The man gasped. His hand flew to his chest. Please, he whispered to the empty air behind him. It was business. Just business. Light bulbs burst. The wife screamed. The generator stuttered. Silence. Darkness swallowed the room. In that darkness, Kola heard the ghost's voice. Accounts must balance, it said. There was a sound like someone falling. Then silence. Kola did not wait. He ran. Out of the house. Out of the compound. His heart hammered. He did not stop until he reached the street. There, under the weak streetlight, he bent over, panting. What have I done? He whispered. The ghost's answer floated through him. What they did. You just carried the receipt. After that night, sleep left Kola. When he closed his eyes, he saw the rich man falling. He heard the wife scream. The money on his table stared at him, mocking him, promising comfort, carrying curses. He realized something. He was no longer just a victim. He was becoming a tool. A new kind of traitor. He traded his peace for the ghost's revenge. Days passed. The ghost called again. And again. Another partner, it would say. Another account. Each time Kola obeyed, a piece of him broke off. One evening, as the sun bled orange over Lagos roofs, his little sister hugged him. Brother, you look tired, she said. Her eyes were big and full of worry. He forced a smile. I'm fine. But she touched his hand. Your hand is cold, she said. Like you live in fridge. Her words hit him. He realized he was becoming like the ghost. Present, but not alive. Moving but not living. That night, when the ghost called again, he walked to the market. He stood in front of the dusty blue umbrella. The stall opened. The ghost appeared, thin and tall. Welcome, my partner, it said. Its smile was almost warm. Kola shook his head. Not tonight, he said. The ghost frowned. Are you forgetting who paid your debts? I am grateful, Kola replied. But you gave me one freedom and took another. You released my body and arrested my soul. You knew the price, the ghost said. No, Kola answered. I knew hunger. I did not know the cost. The ghost stepped closer. The air grew cold. Do you think you can walk away? It whispered. I hold your nights. I carried your family out of darkness. Kola's eyes filled with tears. He was afraid. But fear and courage are twins. They share the same face. Only choice separates them. He straightened his shoulders. Keep the money, he said. Keep your revenge. I want my life back. Even if it is small. Even if it is poor. Let it be mine. The ghost's expression twisted. Anger. Loneliness. Do you know what it is to be forgotten? It shouted. Its voice shook the empty stalls. Yes, Kola replied softly. I know. That is why I must stop before I forget myself too. For a long moment they just stood there. Man and ghost. Debt and debtor. Then the ghost sighed. The sound was like wind through old cloth. Go then, it said. But remember, in this world, every coin has two sides. The living and the dead are just different currencies. The stall began to close. The umbrella folded on its own. The padlock rose and clicked shut. Kola took one last look. Then he turned and walked away. His pockets felt light. His heart felt heavy. But for the first time in a long while, the weight belonged to him. They say the stall in Lagos market is still there. Some nights, people hear counting. Some say Kola left Lagos. Some say he found honest work. Some say he still passes that market and never looks left. Maybe the story is true. Maybe it is a warning wrapped like Accra in the paper of entertainment. Either way, when money calls you at 3 a.m., you must ask, is it blessing or burial? Now it's your turn. If you were Kola, standing in front of that ghost and that endless money, what would you do? Would you take the cash and pay your debts? Or would you walk away and hold your peace? Tell your answer in the comments. If this story touched you, made you think, or even gave you small shiver, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who loves African stories in English. Because in this world, stories are like markets. The more people gather, the more alive they become. See you in the next tale. And when night falls, listen carefully. Some stalls are still counting.